Hi, I'm Anna, founder of too.BADASS branding agency, and we're going to talk about the first and most common mistakes business owners make in branding, meaning buying cheap logo. This video would help those who are starting a business, a brand, or are in process of rebranding. And this video would show you the mistake to avoid and our solution to it. This is not a manual on alignment of vectors in the logo and stuff, not entry level. This is about the strategy, the thinking, the general approach to branding and logo including to get premium level results. Let's get into it. The mistake consists of people being, why am I speaking like that? Buying a logo from Fiverr or from Upwork for $50 or $200, thinking that it would help their business. We can get two results options from it. Option A is ugly, not correct from graphic design point of view logo or confusing logo, and I'm inserting here really weird logos that I found and I loved it a lot.
No. Tung tung tung. No.
And that was option A. Ugly, weird logo. Option B that we can get beautiful logo. It's obvious that option A is a loser. Let's cover then option B. It's a beautiful picture, but it is fair to assume that we expect high quality result and we are paying $200 for this. For high quality result, we need, and I wrote it down, strategy, unique idea, we need research, competitor analysis, checking databases, whether these logos have already been registered or copyrights or trademarks, the fonts that we use, licenses, testing options, and seeing the scenarios in which these logos would be used. And if we have other visual materials on social media, website, we have highlight there or covers, or how do you name that? I forgot for YouTube, right? Previews. Would it be compatible with all these visual materials, the entire business and its digital representation? We have to ensure that this logo is compatible, that business owner knows how to use this logo later on in all these materials, or we have some kind of system here. My team and I have tested this and came up with efficient timeline for this logo and all the stuff that I've been loading you up with for the last minute. It's 3 weeks. Why? It consists of first week, which is research, the same competitor analysis. We're taking quality interviews, databases, tools that competitors are using, right? We are trying our ideas, we are comparing them, we are asking people about it. We would go back and forth and approve just one option that we will pursue, right? And then on the second week, we will do brand design itself, which would include designing all deliverables, whether it's logos, stickers. And here, what is interesting, not every business needs all these deliverables, but most of them in some capacity would be included. So it on average takes a week, sometimes several days, sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks. It depends. And let's take a week. And the last week would be revisions, corrections, and delivery. Now, do you think this freelancer from Fiverr can cover it all for $200 in 1 to 2 days? This is just picture, right? Like that's so easy. But can they actually cover this whole thing and think it through and be wise about the things that they're doing and be sure about it in 2 days and with $200? No, they cannot. There are exceptions like volunteers or non-profit organizations or some charities or exceptional people, I don't know. But if we assume that we are living on this planet Earth, the answer is no. To sum it up, your logo from Fiverr can be ugly, weird, beautiful. It actually does not matter, because without deep work behind it, it that proves this logo's existence and its compatibility, it's a waste of your time and money. What is worse, this is the thing that moves you a bit backwards. It's a loss for your brand, and when you are pairing your product with the things that do not fit with your target audience, things that your target audience doesn't like or does not understand, that are just weird, that are different, right? You lose. And losses cost more than wins. Why? If you have interaction with a person and you say something mean, that would take on average, scientifically proven, 12 more interactions to even start slightly forgetting that incident. If you go to a restaurant and get poisoned there, same thing, you would not go there a second time, but it would take around 12 interactions to overcome it. In investment, if you invest $10,000 in first year, then you have 2 years of your investment, and in first year you get 11% profit. In the second year you get 10% loss. 10% is less than 11%. You know what would be the outcome? The outcome would be $9,990, which is less than you initially invested. That's why losses cost much more than wins. So when you are pairing your product that you are caring for, like you're building real estate agency or you're building design interior agency, and you are pairing your brand and product, which you was creating so carefully, but you're pairing it with really weird, not working visual, whether it's logo, whether it's some pictures, whether it's social media materials, whether it's website, doesn't matter, because brand is not just a logo, it's much more. Every time you choose different brand pairing, wrong brand pairing, you are losing. Why do so many people start with the logo then? Why do we fall in this trap? Why this is the most common mistake that we have? The result here is quick, it's beautiful sometimes, and it's easy. It feels like a progress, but it's not. Do not fool yourself. It's fake. It's like makeup on top of pimples. It's not a solution, it's a cover-up. You might think that investing $200 for a logo would be a lot and you would get really good result. When in fact you would just get a picture, random picture. Somebody would spend some time designing it. Somebody would not even care about it. And how would you then connect this picture to your business, and how would you work with it? How would you implement this element or parts of this logo into your packaging or into your social media posts or into your videos? Would this be visible from the billboards far away on the road? If not, then so that's the trap. That's wrong. Do not do this. Do not ever do this. And that's why we do not do logos. We build identities that open doors, that close deals, and make you unforgettable. Let's see behind the scene of our current project that we're working on. It's a major spoiler. We are exclusively letting you in on this one before we even have the result. We've honestly been working at this only for 8 hours. Inspire Tomorrow Education, ITE. Here is how page on the Instagram looks. Here, regular product. But I want to tell you more about the product itself so that you understand why it's special and why we are interested in working. We're mostly working with the projects that have potential for our portfolio, that have potential in terms of growing as business, when we know that we are creating visuals for them and strategy. The platform, community, that provides free education for students at school in Australia for now, and then they are striving for global access, to provide students at schools with free education from volunteers who've studied like what tutors at those universities, to train them to enter the university, right? It works online on digital platforms. It means that this digital representation and visual and strategy is really important for them. They are in process of building AI instrument tool that would help them match their students with those tutors at the universities of their dreams. So it makes the whole educational system accessible to students. You have access to free education, which is awesome. And this is how it looks. It's nice, it's clean, but it's not, I would not remember it. If we would make logos without any research, without anything, this is what we would came up with, right? Some designers might come up with different stuff, but essentially, what does it tell us? Like IDE, IT, or why do we have here ovals, or why do we have circles, or why do we have dots? Why do we have this person jumping? Like, is this excited student who's on his way of getting this super high-level education? It's not clear. We try to approach for 8 hours this seriously, and we try to approach it with this strategy, thinking, and analysis behind it. What was the idea behind logos and visuals and how it connected us with analysis? Life is a game and we are playing it. With us, students have a chance at becoming the main character in a film about their life, regardless of their background or initial opportunities. They can become the player. Now, this would be the name for organization, the player. It means that this person who is studying, who's our target audience, is the main character in his film or in his cartoon in his life. He is not just some random player, but he's the player. The initial name that we had, Inspire Tomorrow Education, in comparison to the player, is noble, is good, but let's remember and link two things. With our case, it's target audience. Target audience would be students at school who are 15 to, I guess, 18 or 19, some of them. They are really chill, they are really cool, they are really ruffling. I don't know what other words that people are using these days, but they would not adore the name Inspire Tomorrow Education. They would not remember it in 1 second. There are 4 tricks on how to remember stuff. People remember things that are new, novelty, when we have emotion connected to that, when we have association that can link us to this thing. And the 4th one I forgot, but I'll write it on the screen. We have to break the template somehow with our name. It should be fun, it should be new, it should be kind of formal, but also chilling and vibing at the level with use, because we have target audience, right? We are connecting our case of building a brand with 2 things: with target audience who are young, and with our goal of being noticed and building huge company, huge community. In order to do that, we need a lot of people. In order to get a lot of people, we need a lot of attention. So name is one way of getting the attention. Or the player comes from the way family is talking about their children, their future. He is the one. He is the player who will take this game to the next level, who will take the opportunity and go conquer the world. We have held small experiment with wording and with phrasing, and we've put together around 36 names. The one, the player, the picture, and different names. And we also tried, this instrument of this tool of spelling the word differently than it sounds. Because we have a lot of limitations with already registered brand names. The player was not registered, and we booked this name for now. Long story short, we ended up with the player. Now we have noticed that there is more to this world. Players in life, in education, in success game, in different types of sports, like in different majors or in different careers. Calling your friends in this community players sounds easy. It sounds natural. Hey, we got together with the players, and everybody knows who you're talking about. When you have a brand word, player, and you can reuse it however you want. Now I want to answer a couple of questions that we do basically when analyzing the brand. What's the product? It's free education and community, right? The initial product that we can touch and feel. And later on, that will be AI tool. The second thing, what is the problem it solves? It helps students, regardless of their background, to enter the university of their dreams. How is it unique? When we are answering the question how your product is unique, you should tell the one thing, or maybe if you have a couple, that no one else can claim. When you're saying that we are so friendly, and like, is this really unique? Does nobody else here friendly? It's weird. When you're saying something unique about yourself, you're saying something that no one else can claim. Education is free here. It's made by young people, for young people, and it has AI tool to it. Our sound and voice, what are the words we are using and how we are saying no. So I've covered most of the words with wordplay and we are left with maybe tutors who can be coaches and maybe volunteers, cheerleaders, but I'm not sure about that. We are still working on this project and we are discovering just the start here, just the idea that I'm sharing with you. General sound and voice would be definitely motivational because you are striving for something. You have really great purpose, great goal. You might be the first generation to go into university in your family. This is sport-like motivation. This is sport-like tension, and that's where I'm starting to link the word player with the strategy. We can link this to basketball. We can link this to some national sports in Australia because right now we haven't yet linked it with particular sport because we are not sure whether this company would strive solely for Australian audience or for global audience as well. So we can start talking about some racing or about basketball or about any other sports. Maybe we'll have combination of those. About look and feel, it's easy to remember, something bright but simple. The content here will be produced by students, by these volunteers, by tutors. This would mostly be videos and photo content, so we need style for that. And we need some visual elements that would be easy to reuse and integrate in all those materials and content. So we need something simple, not super complex in terms of graphic design, but really easy to remember. Brand pairings, the things we would pair our brand with, like people, events, or trends, or strategies, or games, or activities, content, whatever you can come up with. These are all our brand pairings. Emotional benefits. These are the things that we can highlight in our communication and messaging, in slogans everywhere, that people are benefiting emotionally from interaction with us. Students might not be secure about their knowledge or about their real opportunities in this world. We should do research right now, in-depth research, quality interviews with students, researching their pain points and how we can work with that. And emotional benefit here would be not only support, but motivation, like from coach who've been working with you for like 20 years, who knows you exactly deep inside, who knows when to push you and when to support you. And right now I'm talking really blurry, but that's the emotional benefit of it. Like having a place and people that would believe in you instead of you. And that's where sport is linked with the players, with the community, with the young people, with people who are going to achieve something in this world. Other questions would include rational features. These are benefits that are not emotional, that we can really touch and understand. AI tool. Target audience and all the description of target audience as if this is character from film. A lot of other questions that we are covering actually in our research, but these are all the questions that we have completed in this 8-hour span of time. It was really nice sharing with you some ideas because when we are creating, I will start to talk for myself. And when I'm creating this branding, these ideas, these slogans, I'm really excited. about this. I really believe in it, and I'm glad that I can share it with somebody. And I was thinking more about all this philosophy of creating logos. It's more than a picture. It's really the whole new world that you are coming up with. And if you are a writer, as if you are really coming up with something new. And I have a part in me that is creative, and I have a part in me that is business oriented. And I'm really interested in working on new products, in creating something new, in building something new, and testing it out and getting experience from it. And I feel like I'm pouring sometimes my creativeness in different cups, and it's really nice to have an opportunity to experience myself in different businesses and touching them without, all the stress of building this business from the start. Because I know how overwhelming that is, how many processes businesses include. Having opportunity to touch them and to really help them be more creative is too badass for me. Now, work on the inside of your brand first, and only then on the cover, on the outside. It's like an iceberg. The major part is always under the water. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next video.